Hi, this is Tony Sagami for Uncommon Wisdom Daily. Today, we are witnessing one of the greatest human migrations in the history of the world, and not many people in the West even know about it. It's the tidal wave of poor Chinese peasants moving from the interior of the country to the large, affluent coastal cities like Shanghai and Shenzhen. Let me give you some numbers. In 2000, 36% of China's 1.3 billion people lived in the cities. But in the past decade, that number has exploded. Today, roughly half the population, 650 million people, live in the urban centers. And there's no sign of that trend slowing down. Over the next 15 years, an estimated 320 million more Chinese will leave the small villages to start new lives in the cities. That's the equivalent of everyone in the US packing their bags and changing addresses. There's one simple reason for this change, and that is jobs. Specifically, jobs that pay a lot more money than working on a farm in the countryside. With such massive shift in the population, there are bound to be major changes, some good, some bad. On the downside, China's city roads are now so chocked with traffic, it can take an hour to go a few miles. The air pollution from the factories, cars, and coal-fired electrical plants is so bad that I don't even bother to book a hotel room higher than 10 stories anymore, because you can't see anything through the smog. Apartment buildings and condos being erected so fast that some are without electricity for months. And potable water is in such short supply that the World Bank warns of catastrophic consequences for future generations. Already, half of China's population lacks safe drinking water. But that huge migration also has huge investment implications. Take a company like Jiawan.com, for example. It's China's largest online dating service, and it is thriving because it helps all the new urban transplants find love amidst a sea of strangers. Jiawan.com is traded on the NASDAQ under the ticker DATE, DATE. Another big winner is Fuel Tech, also on the NASDAQ as FTEK. It sells scrubbers that help coal-fired electrical plants reduce their greenhouse gases and emissions. And how about China Mobile, traded as CHL on the New York Stock Exchange? Chinese city dwellers figure out very quickly that they need cell phones to survive, and as a result, China Mobile has become the world's largest cell phone company, and it has more customers than the US has people. Finally, you've heard a lot about the bubble in the Chinese housing market, but I still think there's some money to be made there. After all those urban migrants have to live somewhere, and that creates opportunity for developers of low-cost housing. eHouse, EJ, on the New York Stock Exchange, is the Century 21 of China, and it's helping thousands of newcomers find housing. Now, I'm not suggesting you rush out and buy any of these stocks tomorrow morning. As always, timing is everything, so I recommend you wait for my buy signal on Asian Stock Alert. But make no mistake, China's cities are getting bigger by the day, and that means huge opportunities for investors who understand the implications of that growth. I'm Tony Sagami for Uncommon Wisdom Daily. Thanks for watching.